I suspect that Denario knows that outstanding artists and musicians come from his area. Denario Fearon is the Chief Executive Officer of DF Entertainment Limited and the Go For Boys Foundation. And he has launched Clarendon's first, I'm told, state-of-the-art recording studio and rehearsal space to help at-risk and formerly incarcerated males reform. He's here with us to share his vision. So, Coco T, Freddie McGregor, Barrington Levy, I think, the Clarendonians, some big artists that you know you.
Yes, sir.
Morning, welcome.
Morning, thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Can't complain. Give thanks and all the very best to you and your family for the 2025.
Thank you, and same to you.
I know what that phrase means, state of the art. In this case, what does it mean? How different is your studio than the regular studio?
Okay. Well, good morning, Jamaica. I'll say, based on the slogan, DF Entertainment, excellence without excuses. I believe we should always operate in the spirit of excellence. I'm a musician, producer, an audio engineer, an artist, and I believe when I designed the studio, I designed it with all of that in mind. I think what makes DF Entertainment a space, a state-of-the-art space, is the fact that it has all those elements tailored to suit the needs of an artist, a musician, the production aspect of things. You know, we can relate to that. So we have all the instruments, the resources, the tools, the expertise. And as such, I believe that is what makes us stand out, a state-of-the-art space, and of course, operating with the spirit of excellence without excuses.
Oh, brilliant. Are there any other spaces like this in Clarendon,
No.
or you are the first person?
None of its kind.
So where did this vision come from? You've already said you're a musician and stuff, so I suspect you need studios.
Yes.
And you need instruments and stuff, but where did the vision for you to do this, where did that come from?
Again, I realized Clarendon, as you named the list of great talents that have, came from the parish. We need resources, we need the space. There's so many talents that come out of the space, and we don't have the resources. People would often have to travel to Kingston, to Montego Bay, Ocho Rios. So from a younger age, learning about a rehearsal space and just having that space to develop the skill set, I said to myself, no, Clarendon needs something like this.
Okay. Go For Boys Foundation, what's that and why that?
Go For Boys Foundation, essentially, I created that foundation. It's first thing, it's a non-profit organization. And again, boys, we are losing our young men. And I saw it fit to use the tools as a musician, as a teacher. I saw it fit that I could use music as that changing agent to develop the boys. So definitely I said to myself, I want to find a way to help boys, to inspire them, to mentor them. And as such, I decided to make that move to create the foundation.
Yeah. In the opening, I was very specific when I said at risk and incarcerated. What about Kyle, who, and I'm being serious, not necessarily at risk, and as far as I know, he've never spent too much time in jail. So what about somebody like that who just wants to do some music? Are you willing to help that person, or are you being very specific about the vulnerable here?
No, we want to help everybody. Of course, those at-risk youth who have been, incarcerated, those, of course, would be the focus. We want to help them more than even others, but we want to help everybody. Go For Boys, essentially, as I said to you, we're losing our boys, and I believe that we just need the right example, the right role model for them, and that is what I want to be with the team that I have with us, and I just want to be able to inspire. I want to cause people to change. I want to, cause them to make a difference in their life. And they are just basic lessons that as young men or as men, they don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here.
It takes cash to care. Where are you going to get the money from to do all that you want to do and to do all that you have been doing?
I can do all things through Christ. What God has done, I believe, because it's really a hefty feat to find the money. But he has opened the doors and he has blessed me enough to be able to outpour all my personal finances at this stage, into the business, into the foundation. I have been getting a few assistants overseas And, you know, that has allowed us to do, just yesterday, for example, the foundation, we were in Chapelton at the St. Augustine place of safety. And we visited those boys and we were able to spend time. We gave them some treats. And, you know, that really was a warm moment for me. It just showed me right there and then how much boys need men to lead them and to set a good example for them. You know, so definitely it's an expensive thing to do, but there's just so much joy. When I saw them smile yesterday, when I got there, I'm just sharing with you real quick. When I got there, I saw how tense they were, kind of closed off, and midway to the end of my presentation and just spending time, they opened up, they had questions, they were laughing, they were eating ice cream, you know, so that in itself, you know, is just worth all the money that I've outpoured to this point.
Yeah, unless you've had a facelift, you're still a young man. Where did the desire to help others come from? And then why did you stay on the straight and narrow? Why you never go to jail, and why?
Sir Bill, I'm a pastor's son, so let's start there.
Who used to give more trouble than all of the other sons in history?
Well, I had my fair share of trouble, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, but really and truly, yeah, I believe I have a passion for excellence. That's number one. I understand that life isn't easy, and my parents didn't have it easy. There was a time, and most people might not know this because sometimes they see you, you're doing this, you're doing that, they think you're rich. But I used to cut people's yard with my father. You know, weed whacker. I know that life. Rake up and machete and chop and all that stuff. And I made a promise to myself, and I was very intentional from when I was younger. My father didn't graduate from high school or even any sort of graduation before then. And I made sure when I went to school, I graduated high school twice, regular graduation plus sixth form. So, you know, what helped me to stay on the straight and narrow path was just trying to make a difference. My father lived his life, my mother, they didn't have the best life, and I just wanted to be different. I wanted to make a legacy for my kids.
Fantastic, I'm impressed. Very quick answer. Those outside the parish can be a part of this, and if they can, how they find you?
Yes, so DF Entertainment, you could find us on Facebook, on Instagram. There's the website, DF Entertainment JA, on both Facebook and Instagram, dfentertainmentglobal.com. That's the website. Go for Boys Foundation, JA, that's where you find us.
Very impressed.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. All right, there you go. DF Entertainment Limited and the Go for Boys Foundation. He's the boss right there and doing good work. Denario Fearon, Chief Executive Officer. We're going to go for a break. Second edition of News in 5 when we come back. Stay with us, please.